Did the bear have music cues like Jaws kind of does?
Yeah, the bear has, yeah, of course it does. Yeah, yeah. The bear has its own theme, if you
Yeah,
will.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bear did cocaine.
Let's see what kind of effect that has on it.
There is, as expected, a ton of cocaine in this film. It's snorted, it's eaten, it's sprinkled in the air. I want to know what you used for it to make sure that it photographed the way that you needed it to.
Oh man, we did a lot of testing on that. It's mostly sugar. It's like a combo of powdered sugar and granulated sugar. There's some salt in some of the scenes when people actually have to try it because we wanted a real reaction. I was a little worried if people were just eating sugar that they would like it. And you know, that's what we did. We imagined also if you crushed up like baby aspirin, like what it would taste like. Tastes disgusting. So things like that. Like we did a lot of experimentation to get the cocaine just right for this movie. Thank you for noticing.
There you go, girl. Yeah.
O'Shea, I want to start with you because this material can and often is played for either comedy or horror. You could take it from either direction. And I'm curious what kind of conversations you had on set with Elizabeth to make sure that you sort of hit the balance that she was looking for.
Elizabeth likes to say that comedy and horror are two sides of the same coin, which I agree because there's a lot of scary situations that happen in your life that later on down the line you end up laughing at. So it's it definitely is a weird balance. Suspense and anticipation can either flip on the scary or the fun side. And yeah, she just wanted to make sure that David was a nice balance of not only are you playing a criminal, but you're also, me and Eddie work as a bit of a heartwarming story with our relationship and things like that. So yeah, it was a lot of creative conversation with Elizabeth for us to make sure that we hit the balance. And I feel like we hit the mark.
Your dude had a tough day, man. He went through a lot.
A lot of people had a lot tougher days.
It was far.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
And then, of course, staging all the kills had to be a ton of fun. And I'm curious which one might have been the hardest one to pull off, like to move from page to screen.
Well, for sure, the ambulance chase took a long time to do. It's many pieces pulled together for that because there's so many people involved in it too. But I got to give props to Jesse Tyler Ferguson because he got up in that tree in a harness. He was fully up there, 40 feet up. He did all of his own climbs. He did all of his own stunts. He hung upside down, which is not easy. I've had to do it in things. The blood rushes to your head. It's so intense, and he got up there and did it all. So that I really relied on him to make that as real as it is.
You held that shot for such a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, how much longer is she going to make that poor man hang there?
It was really fun and realistic. The other thing about bears, bears don't kill their prey before they eat them. Bears eat everything alive. So.
Yeah. As we found out later on in the movie. I'll let people discover that for themselves.
Oh man, you fucked.
There's a moment in this film where you get trapped under the bear. Your character gets trapped under the bear.
Yes.
I'm curious how you guys filmed that. Was there anything ever on top of you for what amount of time?
Yeah, I think we put a bunch of big beanbag chairs or something on it. It wasn't that, but it was some kind of heavy thing they put on me so that I could kind of rub around in the dirt and sound muffled and yell out from under it. And then we had Alan, who's this great creatures performer who's playing the bear with a bear face on the end of a frame in front of his head, and he was really great.
How long did that take to get used to?
I never got used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't make showers hot enough.
It kind of seems like the thing that stays with a man forever.
Of course, I love your song choices for it. I think they perfectly set the tone that you're going for. I'm curious, what was the one song that you knew that you needed to have in order to complete the film?
Jane, for sure, the opening song. It was an homage to Wet Hot American Summer, one of the first movies I was ever in. took place in the 80s. I've never made anything in the 80s. I loved going back and going through all of the music of that time period. I was very specific that no song could be in the movie that didn't come out before September 1985 when the movie is set, so that it's all like realistic. And then we had Mark Mothersbaugh do the score. Of course, he's like an icon of the 80s and totally gets like what the tone of this movie is. He's like a breath of fun and energy every time we work together, and he brought so much to this film as well, of tying all the music choices together.
Did the bear have music cues like Jaws kind of does?
Yeah, the bear has, yeah, of course it does. Yeah. The bear has its own theme, if you will.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
The bear. It loves cocaine.
O'Shea, this is one of Ray Liotta's last performances, and I'm curious what you'll remember about him as a collaborator.
Just laughing off camera, laughing in the makeup trailer, always cracking jokes with him, grade A trash talker. It's just a titan in this industry that you got to go, spar with a little bit. And it's a gift that I didn't know that I wanted or like would be receiving, and then that I'll cherish forever. May you rest in peace.
A lot of cocaine was lost. I need you to go and get it.